Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Court case 138. We have just finished court case 137 in the sentencing of Philip Zimbardo. We are now in the court case of Stanley Milgram. Stanley Milgram, you are hereby charged with unduly causing participant distress through unnecessary use of coercion and deception. How do you plead? Decide your fate. Guilty or not guilty? To my left, we have the defendants. To my right, we have the prosecutors. Prosecutors, would you like to begin?
We hereby accuse Stanley Milgram of the unethical treatment of participants and to prove that he should be punished for his actions due to inhumane psychological harm caused to innocent Americans.
Milgram, deception. Milgram failed to inform his participants of the true aims of his study. By not providing his participants with this information, Milgram led innocent members of the society into an experiment which put them at high risk of psychological harm. I ask you, members of the jury, wouldn't you feel guilty if you were to cause psychological harm upon innocent people?
Definitely something to think about, eh? Defendants, counter-argument if you must.
Deception was needed in the experiment in order for them to get accurate results of obedience. Because if they were told what the actual aim of the experiment was, obedience would probably be 100%. Because they would know what they're doing. They would know that the person's not actually getting hurt. So in order for them to get accurate results, they had to deceive them. Although after the experiment, they were debriefed about what actually happened.
And I ask you,
And they had a chance to meet. And they had a chance to meet the person they were actually shocking.
Prosecutor.
and I ask you, how important are accurate results when people's lives are at stake?
In order for us to get a deeper understanding of why people obey other people to the extent of killing someone, this had to happen. No psychological harm was done, and even if it was done, they were allowed to meet up the person they were accused of shocking, and they apparently killed. The person was fine, the person was alive, because everything was a recording.
However, this doesn't prevent any potential psychological harm that this may have caused.
He did help the people out after. So if they did have some form of psychological harm, Milgram did go and help them out. He didn't leave them like that.
However, how can we say that they were relieved of this harm?
Sorry?
How can we say that they were relieved of this harm?
Because Milgram stayed with them until that happened, so he didn't leave them.
We cannot assure that this
Sir, allow me, I must ask, how can we be sure that the participants are free of distress and psychological harm? Is there any proof by Stanley Milgram?
Yes, he did.
After?
Yes, after. He did write to the 40 participants, telling them what the actual aim of the experiment was.
Right.
Telling them that they
Wouldn't it
could
have
meet
been
up.
better if he had told them beforehand?
It would have been better for them, but not for the accuracy of the experiment.
So, my question is it worth causing such psychological harm just for some experiment or research?
There wasn't major psychological harm because 60% of the participants didn't even believe they were actually doing real life electric shocks to the person.
Prosecutor?
This brings me on to my next point. Milgram believed he allowed his participants to withdraw. However, Milgram actively forced his participants to endure a barrage of psychological assault through his use of prods to prevent participants from withdrawing from the experiment. Only a monster would believe this is okay. Only a monster would think Milgram is innocent. I ask you, jury, are you a monster?
Damn.
Definitely are not. Defendant, anything to say before we come to our verdict?
The study was about obedience, so these were necessary to see if the participants would obey. So if they continuously said they would like to withdraw from the experiment, there were 4 prods in their way, such as the experiment requires you to continue. If they 4 times in a row said, I don't want to do this, I want to leave, they would have been let out after the 5th time because they could only use the prods 4 times. Okay? And only 35% of the participants chose to withdraw. So they did have the opportunity to leave after 4 times because it was on obedience. So something had to be in their way to see if they would obey the person. So by them saying yes, by not saying yes, by them continuing, they were obeying to the person going towards the experiment. that last bit messed up, but no.
Good point.
Excuse me. Would you like the last word?
One point.
Come on, guys, be quick, we are running out of time.
Alright. Milgram is known to be affiliated with the Jewish religion. His initial aim was to prove the Germans had a genetic defect which made them more prone to obey. Due to this natural hatred between the Germans and Jews, which dated back to the Holocaust, I believe Milgram conducted his experiment in a way which allowed him to express his emotions for his deceased ancestors. As a result of this, the lives of innocent people were harmed.
Nice.
So Milgram grew up in a Jewish working family in New York, on the other side of the world to where the Holocaust was. So none of his ancestors were there because all him and his family were in New York. So at the time, he was also trying to prove the Germans are wrong. So he was trying to say that that was a false thing, it wasn't a genetic thing. So in this experiment, he proved the Germans wrong. So in a way, he was helping the Germans out, even though the Germans killed the Jewish people, which he was also Jewish.
Milgram's actual aim was to prove they had a genetic
No,
defect.
his actual
Not to help them out.
his aim was to prove it was wrong.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
I think you can answer your next mate.
Defendant, you first. Let's keep it flowing, please.
Milgram interviewed participants after the experiment, and 83.7% said they were glad to be in the experiment. So obviously, the participant did not see it as an unnecessary deception. So they were happy to be in the experiment, even though what you were saying is that they were left with psychological harm.
However, this response may have been due to them believing that the experimenter was going to take responsibility of all the outcomes. This theory is also supported by the agentic state.
They were told after the experiment, after being told that the person's still alive, they didn't shock the person, and it was all just fake. And 83% said they were fine with it. They said they were glad to be in the experiment.
Just repeat what you just said.
I know, because you didn't understand.
And I counted it on you did.
Right. Thank you very much to both sides. Jury, would you like to remain with your decision, or would you like to alter your decision? Miss Payet?
Not guilty.
Mr. Sinclair?
Guilty.
Sure.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
Right.
No. Freely accused.
70%?
75%.
75% was that?
75% not guilty.
75% not guilty. Stanley Milgram, I suggest you go down the pub for a pint of lager. You just got off by a thickness of a hair. No further action.